Hey guys, I am Step. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about 10 tips that can help you grow your Twitch channel right now. Let's get straight into it. So coming in at tip number 1 is playing less saturated games. I know when you first start out on Twitch, you want to play these big AAA titles. I know they're fun. Games like Fortnite, CSGO, Valorant, League of Legends, Call of Duty, all of these games are great and they're a lot of fun to play. But when you're first starting out on Twitch, brand new, if you don't have any previous audience, so you're starting with say 0 viewers, or maybe you have 1 viewer with you lurking yourself, or a couple of viewers if you have some family and friends lurking for you, it's still not going to be enough to put you further up that list. Like, you're going to be right at the bottom. Thousands of people are going to be streaming these saturated games with thousands or hundreds of viewers, and you're going to be right at the bottom of that list. I suggest when you first start streaming, you want to be playing those games that you have 20 to maybe 40 streamers playing those games, so you can actually be found by other people and you can start developing an audience and building a community. I think that's the best way to go when you first start streaming. Coming in at tip number 2 is talking. Talking is a crucial part of streaming. It's the whole point. People want to be able to engage with the streamer, and you want to build a relationship with these people that you're drawing to your channel. Basically, if you're sat there playing a video game, not saying anything, not offering any entertainment value, no one's going to want to stick around and watch you. You want to be talking to them. You want to respond to them when they say something in your chat. New people will give you roughly around 30 seconds for you to impress them, and if you don't offer something that they want to keep hold of or interest them, they are just going to move on to a different streamer, and they're going to find other content that entertains them. So you want to make sure that when you're streaming and playing your games, you're talking to your viewers and you're building these relationships. You don't want to treat your viewers as just people or numbers on your channel. You want to actually build relationships with these people, learn about their lives. They want to grab onto your personality. So that is what's coming in at tip number 2. So coming in at tip number 3 is utilizing social media. When you first start out on Twitch and you don't have any followers, especially if you haven't started on another social media platform, you want to have all of the social medias. You want to utilize all of them, because Twitch doesn't have a good discoverability. It's very hard to build yourself just from streaming alone. These days you have to utilize the social media. You want to have a YouTube, a TikTok, a Twitter, a Facebook, I don't know, any social media platform, Instagram, Snapchat, all of these platforms, a Discord server. You want to be able to build your audience, and you want to be able to engage with the people that come and watch you day in and day out. Every time you click that live button, you want to be able to engage with these people on other platforms, and you want to bring new people to your platform. That's the whole point of this video. Obviously, that's why you guys are watching right now. You want to be able to build your community, and by doing that, just going live isn't enough anymore. You want to utilize these social media platforms. You want to build your brand. You want to grow. You want to get to where like your Tifus and Ninjas are. I mean, maybe one day you'll get there, but you have to utilize social media. So coming in at tip number 4 is schedule and consistency. Schedule is a very key part of growing as a streamer. If you have reoccurring viewers that turn up at your stream at the same time every single day when you're set on a schedule, like, that's going to be important to your growth, because these people have other things going on in their life, and maybe they can't turn up. If you stream one day and they come in Monday 8 p.m. and then the next day you stream at like 2 p.m. and they're doing something else, they're not going to come back to your stream. Like, they ain't going to have the consistency there. For example, say if your favorite show was The Big Bang Theory, and like this show was scheduled to be on that Monday at 3 p.m. and then like you turn up at that time and they're not there, and you're wondering, well, it said that they were going to be there, or this show was going to be there. Why are they not here? Like, I'm sure your viewers will understand if you have like a personal problem go on, and then you say on Discord or a social media platform that you can't be there at that time. But if you do that every single day, your viewers are going to get sick of it and they're going to leave and find someone who's more reliable. So sticking to your schedule is very key to building your community and your viewers. Coming in at tip number 5 is grinding content, not long streams. So many people think that putting more hours into their stream and playing video games for 9 hours a day or 8 hours a day or 7 or 6 hours a day, like it's not required. You're gonna be more likely to grow your channel quicker if you're editing YouTube videos, getting clips from your streams that you can post to other social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Like, all of these social media platforms have to be used to push out your content. Like, great clips from your streams are gonna be the things that bring new people to your channel and like build your community and your audience. Like, your brand is gonna grow from pushing out content that is really good, that people are gonna enjoy and people are gonna be caught by and like want to check you out and want to come to your channel and hang out with you and build a relationship with you. So you want to be pushing out your content more than grinding really long streams. So coming in at tip number 6 is background. This might not have been one that you expected to be on this list, but background can actually be very important when someone is looking for streams to watch on, say, the list. If there's like 20 to 40 streamers and everyone has just a plain background, there's nothing really interesting going on in their background. If you have, say, LEDs or pop funkos like I have, I mean, if I have my lights on, like right now, people might be more inclined because they're gonna see your lights in your little preview, and they're more likely to click onto your channel and they're more likely to actually engage with you, and then you have the opportunity to entertain them and maybe get a reoccurring viewer or get a follow out of it. Like, it's so simple, but it is so overlooked. So that's what's coming in at tip number 6. Coming in at tip number 7 is bitrate. Bitrate is a crucial part of streaming. You want to make sure that you don't have your bitrate too high that your viewers are suffering buffering issues, but you also don't want your bitrate too low that your stream is showing off pixelation when you're playing video games with fast movement. The best way to do this is make sure that it's balanced between quality and somewhere where your stream isn't gonna be suffering a lot of buffering issues for your viewers. A lot of the time when people get buffering, they don't really tell you in your chat, so this is a hard one to monitor, but a lot of people watch from phone, so keep that in mind when setting your bitrate. I personally use 720p 60 frames per second at 5000 bitrate, but that's me personally because I get quality, and not a lot of people get the buffering issues that you may run into if you go too high of a bitrate. I mean, 5000 is still quite a lot, but I haven't been told that a lot of my viewers get buffering, so that's what I recommend. Coming in at tip number 7, make sure that your bitrate is balanced. Coming in at tip number 8 is audio. Audio is huge when it comes to people sticking around in your streams and checking your stream out and like staying in there, because if you don't have balanced audio and it sounds like you're absolutely deafening the people on the other end, they're not going to want to stick around. They're not going to want to listen to you for hours on end. You want to have a decent microphone. I mean, you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars or hundreds of pounds on a microphone, but you want to get one that's at least good enough for you to have half decent audio. You don't need the best in the world. Like, you don't need to go spend £300 on a mixer and then another £200 on an XLR microphone. You just want something half decent that your viewers can listen to you for hours without having pain in their ears if they're wearing headphones. Like, you want to make sure that your audio is balanced, and you also want to make sure that you have a decent enough microphone for your viewers to watch you hours on end. So audio is what's coming in at tip number 8 on this list. So coming in at tip number 9 has got to be having a webcam. I know some people don't want to use webcams. You don't want your face, or you're too shy to be on a webcam, but the problem with that is these days Twitch is like so saturated. There's so many people trying to make it as a streamer, and all the viewers that look for new streamers to watch, they look for webcams. They look for someone's face, someone's personality that they can grab onto. If you're just streaming gameplay, they can sort of just go to YouTube and watch gameplay and listen to someone speak on there. They want to be able to engage and see this person that they're building a relationship with and becoming friends with, and like deciding whether they want to watch them on a continued basis or not. So webcam can be crucial to growing on Twitch. I know some people might not be able to afford to go out and get a decent Logitech webcam, but there is many good cheap options that you can use when just starting out on Twitch before you're affiliated. So yeah, I recommend that you use a webcam. Coming in at tip number 9. So coming in at tip number 10, the last tip on our list is having panels and overlays. Overlays are going to help you stand out from other streamers when you're just starting out, especially if you have a webcam and you have like overlays that are really cool, that are catching to the eye. More people are going to be inclined to click on you on your preview when they see them. Also, if you have really good panels as well below your channel and someone scrolls through them to look at your panels, and they're going to be more impressed the more work you put into those panels. Like the better they look, like the better for you. It's going to reflect on how hard you've been working and how hard you want to become one of those bigger streamers. And I think this is another one that's overlooked. I think it's very important to have a decent looking overlay and having good looking scenes and having good panels below your channel, because it shows how hard you work to do this and how hard you put into these panels, which reflects really well on you. So panels and overlays is what's coming in at the final tip on this list, number 10. That concludes my top 10 tips on how you can grow as a streamer. If this video helped you, please drop it a like, maybe hit that subscribe button. I stream over on Twitch Monday to Friday, 8 PM GMT. I hope to see some of you guys there. Maybe if you get a chance, come check me out. If you like this content, hit that like button again, and I will make more content for you guys. Please leave your comments down below if this helped you. Peace out.